Welcome to today's explainer. Okay, I am so incredibly excited to take you through this one because we are going to completely flip the script on an object you probably use every single day. We're taking the humble chair, yeah, the very thing usually blamed for ruining our posture, and transforming it into a powerful, highly accessible home gym tool. You don't need fancy equipment to move better and feel stronger. You just need a seat, a little bit of space, and the right approach to unlock some absolutely amazing mobility benefits. So, is sitting all day leaving you stiff? If you're a desk worker glued to a monitor for 8 hours a day, or perhaps a senior navigating limited mobility, you know exactly what this feels like. The physical toll of being seated for prolonged periods is very, very real. It leaves our legs weak, our posture compromised, and our joints incredibly stiff. It's so easy to feel trapped by a sedentary lifestyle. But instead of seeing the chair as the problem, what if we started using it as the ultimate solution?
Think about it like this. There is a massive difference between passive sitting and active chair mobility. Passive sitting directly contributes to a sluggish metabolism and decreased circulation. However, by introducing targeted chair exercises, we actively increase our energy expenditure. And look, this isn't about becoming an Olympic powerlifter overnight. It's about the science of how intentional daily movement can completely revitalize your body's systems without you ever having to step foot in a commercial gym.
Okay, let's dive into this and look at the fascinating science behind it. Fat loss fundamentally happens through a calorie deficit, right? And exercise is your vehicle to increase your body's energy expenditure. But here is the real secret weapon. Your leg muscles are some of the largest in your entire body. When you build strong legs, you burn more calories naturally during all of your daily activities. Even simple chair movements dramatically improve your circulation, mobility, and muscle strength. To get you there, we've developed what I like to call the mobility arsenal. It's a simple roadmap: the seated march, the chair squat, the leg extension, heel raises, the side leg lift, and the glute kickback. These are 6 essential, beginner-friendly exercises starting seated to build a solid foundation and then safely transitioning to standing support. Let's break them down so you know exactly how to get the maximum benefit from each one. We kick things off with exercise 1, the seated march. The specific mechanics here are simple but highly effective. Actually, the absolute most important part is your starting position. You literally have to sit tall. From there, you just lift one knee, lower it, and alternate legs, all while swinging your arms naturally, just like you were taking a brisk walk. It's a fantastic, low-impact way to wake up the body. And this brilliantly illustrates the internal focus of the movement. It heavily targets your hip flexors and core, serving as a brilliant cardiovascular warm-up. But beware of common mistakes. If you lean backward or slouch, you instantly lose that core engagement. You have to actively maintain that tall posture to reap the true benefits here. From our march, we move to what is arguably the most fundamental functional movement a human being can do. Exercise 2, the chair squat. You are simply standing up from the chair, sitting back down slowly, and repeating. And hey, if you are a beginner or dealing with mobility issues, there is absolutely no shame in using the armrests for a modification to safely guide yourself up and down. Breaking down the chair squat further, you'll see it heavily targets the glutes and the quadriceps. Why does this matter? Because engaging these massive muscle groups translates directly to better functional strength for daily life. Think about getting out of a car, picking something up off the floor, or walking up a flight of stairs. Mastering the chair squat makes every single one of those daily tasks vastly easier. Once you've mastered the squat, you can isolate the legs further with exercise 3, the seated leg extension. For this one, you're back in the chair, sitting tall again. You straighten one leg out in front of you, pause for a distinct second at the top, lower it slowly, and then alternate. The secret sauce here is the slow, controlled pacing. You really don't need heavy ankle weights. The slow, time under tension forces your muscles to do all the hard work. By isolating the quadriceps this way, your key takeaway is knee stability. By strengthening the muscles directly above the knee in a highly controlled, non-impact environment, you are essentially building a natural shock absorber for your joints. All right, now we transition to the standing portion of our routine. We're moving to the physical space right behind the chair for exercise 4, heel raisers. The safe setup is crucial here. You want to stand directly behind it, using the backrest lightly for balance. From there, raise your heels up onto your tiptoes and lower them back to the floor with total control. So, the crucial point is how this seemingly small movement dramatically impacts your overall health. By targeting the calf muscles, you are doing wonders for your balance. But beyond that,
Your calves act kind of like a second heart. Contracting them helps pump blood from your lower legs back up to your chest, which massively improves your daily circulation.
While heel raises focus up and down, our next movement focuses side to side. Exercise 5, the side leg lift. Securely holding the chair for safety, you're going to lift one leg straight out sideways and then carefully control its descent back to the starting position. Momentum is your enemy here. If you are just swinging your leg wildly, you're totally missing the point. Control is everything.
The reason we demand that control is to specifically target the glute medius. That's a muscle on the side of your hip that is often completely ignored. This muscle plays an absolutely vital role in creating hip stability and maintaining your overall balance, which is incredibly critical for preventing falls as we age.
To wrap up our exercise arsenal, we have exercise 6, the chair glute kickback. Still holding the back of the chair, you will kick one leg straight backward. The absolute most essential part of this mechanic is the squeeze. You have to consciously squeeze your glutes at the very top of the movement before returning your legs slowly. Like I always say, if you aren't squeezing, you're just swinging.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how this final exercise rounds out our lower body routine by engaging the often neglected hamstrings at the back of your leg. This directly improves your hip extension, counteracting that tight, folded posture we all develop from sitting at a desk all day.
Let's move to and see how this builds into an actual routine you can use today. 45 is your magic number. That is the first half of your beginner workout blueprint. For each of the 6 exercises we just covered, you want to perform exactly 45 seconds of active, continuous work.
But right after those 45 seconds of work, you hit the number 15. That is 15 seconds of strict rest. Do not skip the rest. This brief recovery window allows your muscles to reset and ensures you can maintain proper, safe form for the next exercise in the sequence.
When we tie this blueprint entirely together, it looks like this. Our beginner routine blueprint. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. You enthusiastically repeat that format through all 6 exercises in the mobility arsenal. Once you finish all 6, you've completed 1 round. To really see the benefits, you'll want to complete a total of 2 to 3 rounds. Now, before you jump up and start moving, let's establish some non-negotiable safety rules. Please always wear supportive shoes even if you are at home. Keep breathing steadily through every single rep. Do not hold your breath. Make sure your chair is stable, hold it for support, and above all else, stop immediately if you feel any sharp pain. Listen to your body. And remember, chair mobility is just one slice of your holistic health. Yes, it builds incredible strength and endurance, but if you are aiming for overall fat loss and optimal health, these chair exercises really need to be integrated with regular walking, a balanced diet, consistent activity, and getting plenty of good restorative sleep every night. If you found this explainer helpful and you're ready to get moving, we'd absolutely love for you to engage with us. Hit that like button, subscribe for more beginner-friendly fitness content, and while you're still sitting there, drop into the comments and type the word chair if you'd like us to guide you through a full, continuous 20-minute chair workout in the future. I'll leave you with this final provocative thought. How will you use your chair to move better today? You have the science, you have the 6 exercises, and you have the blueprint. It is time to completely reframe your relationship with sitting. Take what you've learned today, grab a sturdy chair, and let's start building that mobility. Thanks for learning with us, and we'll see you in the next explainer.